Hello, today I'm going to walk you through the Courses section of Angel Learning. On your home page, you'll have a section that says Courses. Under this section, you'll see all of the courses that are currently assigned to you. I'm going to start by clicking on my English 6A course. Once I click on that course, I will be redirected to inside the course. This is the course home page. Anything that is on here, the students will be able to see. I can edit this page by clicking the Edit Page button and choosing Add Components. Any components that I wish to add, I can select and choose Add Selected. After that, I can move the components around by clicking on them and dragging them wherever I would like them to be. Or I can hover over the ribbon at the top and choose the pen or the X. The pen will allow me to edit the writing that is in there. For example, if I decided to rename the course, I could do so and click Save. Now you'll see that my edit has popped up in this section. The next tab is the Calendar tab. On the Calendar tab, I can add class events so that my entire class can see that event. I can do this by clicking Add, naming the event, choosing the users that I would like to see this event, changing the category, setting the location, adding any notes, and setting the date and the time. I can also set the duration of the event, and at the end click Save. If I would like this to be a recurring event, I can set those preferences by clicking the Recurrence tab. Now you'll see that the test has popped up on my calendar. When I hover over it, all of the information about that test pops up in the box. At the top, you can change the view and the settings. The next tab is the Lessons tab. This is where you store all of the work for your students, whether that be websites or documents that you're going to give them, or drop boxes that you would like them to put their work in. All of that will go under the Lessons tab. You'll notice that under each tab heading that there are some choices. These do not appear for students, only for the teacher. If I click the Add Content button, these are all of the items that I can add to this tab, and we will go over these in more detail later. I can rearrange the items in my lessons by clicking and moving it down, and then clicking Save. I can run reports such as who has accessed each item or who has accessed an item the most frequently. I can check any submissions to the lessons, and I can also change my preferences. Down here you'll notice that if I hover over these, some choices pop up. Again, these will not pop up for students, only for the teacher. If I were to click on one of these folders, the objects that I placed inside that folder will pop up, very similar to when you work on a regular computer. If I click the Resources tab, this is a tab where I can store the class syllabus, any kind of components that will allow students to search, and over here, Course Resources, here are some useful links that I have added. I can add more useful links by clicking the pen and choosing Add a Link, or I can delete useful links by choosing Delete. Under the Communicate tab, this tab allows me, again, to add more components if I click Edit Page, or I can move the components around. It also allows me to send class messages, check my course roster, any announcements. Discussion forums can be viewed here, live chats, live office hours, and any communication links that I would like to add. The live chat is a special feature that when clicked on, students can all go into the same chat room and chat there. It also provides desktop sharing if you're using a PC, and a whiteboard space, which is collaborative. So if I draw on the screen, it will also appear on everyone else's screen. We'll talk more about how to set up those live chats later. Under the Report tab, you can run any type of report that you would like, such as who is accessing what, how often they're accessing it, when they're accessing that information, and so forth. The Automate tab, again, this will have a video later on how to use these agents. And the Manage tab, finally, allows you to manage your gradebook, your roster, teams, attendance, and all of that information. The Automate tab I want to go back to for just a moment. This tab, again, we'll have a video for later. However, the interesting thing about this tab is you can set up teams so that if a student performs at a certain level on a task, say they take a test and their score is a 90 to a 95, then they can be sent directly to another task. So it can be automated. Or if a student scores below a 50%, they could be sent to an automated task in Angel that would only be released to them and would teach them the strategies that they needed so that they could then be successful. Finally, this is an overview of the Courses tab in Angel. There will be more videos on each of the tabs that we talked about within the course later. If you have any questions, always feel free to email me at richard.roll@evsc.k12.in.us or visit my website at www.mrroll.com, and you can also find a link to my blog on my website. Thank you. Have a great day.